EIS 302. Here is the long-awaited how to create your survey video. Sorry about the lighting, looks kind of weird this morning, but I think we'll figure it out. It's never easy for me to do videos where I have to use my laptop, so we'll try to get through that. Please be patient. Okay, so wait, I wanted to touch on, I had a note. Yeah, just make sure, you're checking out the feedback that I leave on your worksheets and papers. Even if you get like 20 out of 20, go back and look at the feedback. It's hard if you leave feedback from me on there. I don't get notified of that, so it's better to send me an email if you've got, something to ask or talk about. That would be great. Okay. So let's get into the survey business. All right. Let's first remember that it's a quantitative survey. So everyone has the same choice of answers. So you can make it all quantifiable and count the answers and put them together and analyze, correlate, contrast, compare. Um, a little word on charts and graphs. I highly encourage it. I don't like you to minimize the analysis and writing, but when you could see, have the imagery too of your comparison, whether it's in bars or pie chart or something, it's always nice to see that to help visualize what your data is saying. Okay, that'll come obviously at the end, but I want you to keep considering that, and you can make those in Excel and just move them over into the Word doc. Pretty simple. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Um, all right. So again, quantify a quantitative survey. All right. I recommend SurveyMonkey. All right. Some people use Google Docs. Some people use something else. I've been using SurveyMonkey. It works fine for this course. Um, you have to sign up for it, but you don't have to pay anything. Don't pay anything. They allow you to make free surveys up to 10 questions. Now, while I would probably like you to do more than 10 questions, I don't want you to pay anything. So I'm going to show you how to hack around that so you don't have to worry about any um, payments or any limitation of questions. All right. Let's talk first about what the first two questions are. Okay. One question is going to be age. Okay. SurveyMonkey will direct you to an age question that has the groups of ages, right? Please, please, please do not use that. Okay. All right. I'm going to explain why. Because you got 18 to 24, say 25 to 33, whatever you got. Okay. Let's say you got 25 to 33. Okay. Let's say in your survey you get 6 respondents and they're all 25 and 26. What's the point of having 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33? Okay. The reason that's important is it's set up that way in SurveyMonkey because those surveys endeavor to, have hundreds, dozens of replies, participants, which means that grouping ages is efficient. In our survey, let's be humble here, it's a small survey. It's not going to have a lot. Like I said, if you can get me 50 replies, I'm ecstatic. If you do 30, it's going to be more realistic from what I've seen. Okay. So instead of having those grouped and skewing everything, because you're not going to have enough filling in there, let's say you go 50 and over, 60 and over, you know, and I'm your only 60 and over person. If I do it, why is it a group, right? Yes, it's going to mean you're going to look at each age, but I think that's important because then you can group them later. You can find out if you have nobody 18 to 20, 21, everybody else 22 to 24. It's fine. There's your group then. Okay. Your group is under 20, over 30. Depends on how many respondents you have. So leave that one blank. That one is not a multiple choice group. Do not use that one. If you use that one, I'm going to know you didn't hear this and you don't understand how emphatic I am about not using the grouped ages. Age should be a blank question. Fill in your own age. Okay? All right. Next question is gender. I encourage you to use M, F, and O. Okay? I think that's as inclusive as we can get. I'm not sure if anybody has any other suggestions. Do what you feel is good for you, but that's where I'd like to go with that. So that takes care of two questions. Can't get around those two. So on SurveyMonkey, it leaves us 8. 8 is, you know, in this short class maybe, but some of you might have more questions. So let's take a look at how to do it. All right, here comes the challenge. All right, so let me see if I can pull this, and then I can adjust the exposure by touching it here. There we go. So logged in under my name, and this is really gonna be a challenge. I'm gonna go up here to create survey. Wow, did I do it? Did I do it? Come on. There it is. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to look at this and I'm going to create a survey. Let me tell you what I'm looking at. So you're going to see that page. Okay, so let's not go to most popular. Well, we're going to have to. I just want, here, start from scratch. Okay, so see up here, start from scratch. I'm going to click on that. All right, you're going to get a page like this. Name your survey. Let's take a look at that. Okay, name your survey. I'm going to call it 302B because that's what you are. You do it for yourself. Survey category. I don't know if it wants one. Just say community is the first one. All right, so choose a survey format. Okay, I think one question at a time is fine. So let's go with that. It automatically scrolls to the next question. And then you click on create survey. Okay, so it's creating a new survey. All right, so getting a page looking like this, and you see that nothing too outstanding, you know, weird to report. Just going to ask you to build a question. So let me tell you what I'm going to do right here. Okay, that is enter your question. Okay, let's enter. All right, here's what I'm going to step back a second. I'm going to talk about the type to how we're going to do these questions. Okay, we really should not see any yes or no questions. Okay, we should not, you don't really need any singular questions. And by that, I think you can, if you got enough, but I'm going to show you how to pack questions together. Okay, so for example, let's say, do you want to ask a question like, do you think corporate sustainability is working? Okay, it's just generic, and obviously I didn't think that out too much, but do you think corporate sustainability is working? Yes or no? Well, that's a very weak question. It's a very weak choice of answers. It's very binary, yes, no, duality. I mean, it's very weak. Okay. Now, if we switch that though to how satisfied are you generally with corporate sustainability efforts? And let's see how we can do that. So, how satisfied are you generally with corporate sustainability efforts? Question mark. Okay, so that's the question. Now, it might, as soon as you type in like a how or if or that, it kind of knows what you want to do, what you want to ask. But there is a drop down menu for the answer type. All right, so on this, right over here, where is it? Where am I looking? This is it right here. Okay, it's suggesting matrix. Okay, and here are the types of answers I can answer template I can use. I am going to choose, let's choose a slider for this one. Okay, I'm choosing a slider. Okay, so when it asks me to choose a slider, I can choose my left and right. Okay, it's going to go 1 to 100. All right, so left side is 0. Enter the labels. I'm going to get rid of that 0 on the left side. How satisfied are you generally with corporate sustainability efforts? And I'm going to put not at all. Okay, and then in the center, I'm going to say I don't know. And towards the right side, I'm going to say completely satisfied. You see what I got there? Okay, so see what I did there? Right there. Okay. And then I'm gonna hit save. I think I can just hit next question anyways. But here's what you can see how it looks, what it looks like, okay? See what it looks like? And there's a sliding scale. So instead of yes or no, you can gauge intensity, right? Okay, so that's how you eliminate yes or no questions. Think of them in terms of intensity, okay? Let's go with new question now, okay? I'm gonna go with a new question, and let's try to get into a little more, uh, let's go to choose all that apply, and this is where we can hack it, okay? So I'm just gonna write choose all that apply for this question, okay? And when I write choose all that apply there, it automatically takes me to check boxes, which is pretty cool because it starts with something entirely different, okay? So, they're going to suggest things to you, whatever. Okay, so here is what you have. You have a list of answers you can start filling in for choose all that apply, all right? Now, notice I really didn't ask a question. I just said choose all that apply. What does that mean? That means that I can go in here and I can add so many choices that it covers a number of different questions because I just said choose all that apply. So let's talk about this in terms of like home ownership and real estate. So check all that apply. I own my home. Okay, next one. I rent an apartment / condo. Third one. I live with family live with family. What did I put in a suggestion? Oh, I live with parents, family. I live with family. Okay, I can do that though. Parents / family. Okay, and then I can write. And then every time I add, see what I'm typing there, and every time I add another one, a new blank pops up. So you can just keep going. Okay, so notice I typed it on a certain theme about who you live with, but I can write, let's see, I rent a house. Next one, I rent an apartment / condo. Next one is I intend to buy a home / condo someday. Next one, I have no intention of buying a home / condo. Another one could be I believe real estate is a great investment. I capitalized great, just heck of it. I believe real estate is a decent investment. I mean, I'm just thinking off the cuff here. I believe real estate is a poor investment. Okay, I can keep going. I live in an urban area. I live in a suburban area. I live in a rural area. Now look, okay, so I've got all these possible answers here. Why can't I see this here? Got all these possible choices to this one question of choose all that apply, okay? But actually, I've probably asked at least 3 questions in here, like who do you live with? Do you want to own a home? Where do you live? Okay, and I asked along one question. All right, so remember there's a limitation of 10 questions here, but I just asked that in one. All right, let's choose all that apply. Yes, you could probably go overboard, but I'm going to go next question. And remember, it's a choose all that apply. so that it's not multiple choice. Multiple choice only gets you one, right? But choose all that apply, you can keep going. Okay, now I'm going to show you another way, okay? Um, okay, please rate your satisfaction. Spelled right. Okay, so notice when I write rate your satisfaction, it automatically took me to a matrix. I'm in the matrix rating scale, okay? So stick with that, because what we're going to do is it's got rows and columns, okay? So let's enter a row, and let's let this one be about um, wellness. Um, how I perceive my own wellness. There's one, okay? How much I consider my diet, how much I consider my uh, exercise habits, and it keeps adding rows when you keep adding, okay? How much I consider, no, how I feel about supplements, okay? Um, how I feel about improving my health. I'm getting in a tough spot here because I'm asking a lot of different questions in this, and this is again one question. It's just a please rate your satisfaction on a matrix rating scale. So I'm gonna quit here because okay, on these rows. So see what I was doing here is I was making God, please work for me here. I was making these rows up. See that? They're the rows. Okay. Now, down here, the next portion of it is to make columns. Remember the up and down columns. So now what I would do on the, see, because you got to think of how did I ask these questions? How I perceive my own wellness. What could the answers be to that? It could be, it's horrible, okay, to it's fabulous or whatever. Perfection, right? In the middle, there's whatever. How much I consider my diet. Always is on one scale, never is on the other scale. How much I consider my exercise habits, always, never. How I feel about supplements, 100% positive, hate them, waste of money, time. How I feel about improving my health, 100% possible, no way, it is what it is. All right, so how do I articulate those things in the columns? Well, let's just say we think about the answers that we could possibly have, and we can do enter a column. Let's do the first column is uh, very, very bad. Then I'm going to put a slash in here. So I'm going to do another one. Never. Okay. Can't carry forward responses at this time. I'm just seeing if this works. Let's see. How much I consider, okay, how I feel about supplements. Very bad. How I feel about improving my health. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at this. The middle label is, I'm going to go with the middle label. I'm going to do how much I consider my own wellness, now and then, slash, you never know. SurveyMonkey might have caught on that people can hack this by doing all these things. Now and then, how much I consider my diet, that fits that one, exercise, how I perceive my own wellness, average, getting attacked by flies, I took a shower this morning, I smell nice, stop it. Um, how I feel about improving my health, how I feel about supplements. Go to the last column. It's this is excellent. Um, God darn it! What is with this fly? Oh my God! You can tell I'm from Arizona. I have to deal with a lot of this stuff. Okay, so how I feel about improving my health. Uh, Always, whatever. Okay, so I got these columns then. I only used, for time's sake, I only used 3 of the columns. You can see that probably, right? So now I'm going to create this question. I'm going to save it. Let's see if it worked. Yeah, here's what it looks like. This is exciting. Okay, you see what it looks like now? You got these columns. So each one is a Likert scale, each one. So instead of having to do these one at a time and running out of space, you can do rows and columns as long as you can kind of connect, because the way the questions are asked, you look on the rows and then the columns, you got to have some kind of like answers that match up to those questions. And because using multiple questions, you might have different ways to answer it. Consider that so it's not too confusing, but that's an excellent way to do that survey. So looking at this, to choose all that apply and the matrix type are excellent templates, excellent formats, structures for your questions to answer as much as you can and get a lot of information, because you've got age, you've got gender, you've got choose all that apply, you got matrix here. That's 4, okay? So you still got room for 6 more. And yes, if you have some question that you really can only articulate it one way and you're going to do is Likert scale and have a scale, that's great. Go ahead and do it, okay? If you have one that's a multiple choice, you only want to use multiple choice, do it, okay? But that's only one answer. Of course, you got to consider also, like, if you're asking, for example, if I had a student doing a survey on favorite color, and it's quantitative. There's a lot of different colors out there, right? But let's just face it, a lot of people are going to have a favorite color of what, fuchsia or lavender. I don't know. So you're not going to name all of them, but you could have a question there that says choose all that apply. No, not choose all that apply, but a multiple choice. My favorite color, as far as I can remember, when I was a child, was, and let's child is ambiguous, but leave it that way for now. But you list maybe 20 colors, maybe not even that many, right? But you give people a choice of colors. I mean, let's figure. When you're a kid, it's like red, green, blue, purple, yellow, orange, right? Black, white. There's a limited amount of that you're going to have to use there, okay? But you list those colors. Let's say there's 15 of them. Then the next question, you're going to say, what is your favorite color right now? And you're going to give the same choices as you did on top. What does that show you? You can correlate then and compare what was it like when people were younger to what they're like now. What's the difference in color? What are they like now? How did that change? It changed for men, changed for women. How was that? You can break it apart. What does it tell you in the psychology of color? Okay. And then asking a question about, if you could paint your bedroom any color you want right now, any color. No criticism. What would it be? You could buy a car right now, any color. What color would you want? Okay, you can ask a lot of questions like that, things over color, and you can choose multiple choice. But you're giving them the same choices on multiple questions, which allows you to compare and contrast and correlate. Okay, so I want you to think of those things when you're building your survey. You can do this. All right. I hope this helped explain it to you, how to do this. Let me know if you have problems. Last thing is I'm going to ask you that you can send them to me. Let's just say today is the 28th. Let's say on the 1st. The 1st is 4 days from now. Or let's say Friday the 2nd. Okay. Whoever sends me links by Friday the 2nd, I will send out a email mass to everybody in the class with all the links to whoever sends them to me by Friday, okay? And then we can all help each other, right? Now it's going to skew the results a little bit in certain ages. I'm going to throw it all off whack at mine, but you know what I'm saying. Get more participation is beneficial, right? So send me your links by Friday, on Friday. I don't care. Anybody that has after Friday, that's fine too. I'll send out another batch, probably, as soon as I can after that, maybe the 4th or the 5th or something like that. Okay. So let's all pitch into each other. Let's get these surveys done and get yourself some data that you can really work, crunch some numbers, use pie charts, bar graphs. It's good stuff, right? Hope it's going well on your proposal. Remember, no I, me, my. Remember to write in the future tense. You haven't done this yet. According to your proposal, you haven't done this survey yet. Okay, you're proposing to do it all yet. We're thinking those terms. You're kind of overlapping right now. You're thinking of proposing the research, but you're already thinking about doing it. Okay, that's not normally how it works in the real world of research, where you're funded and getting approval and things. But we're going to go ahead and get going on that. Okay, have a great day today, and forks up, and we'll talk to you.